Hello dear students. Today we are going to learn about matter. This is the first chapter and I have put a caption here, matter matters. That means it really matters. It is very important for us to learn about matter. Okay. So let us try to see and understand what is matter. What are the things that you see around us? So just when you look around, you see many things. Now here are some examples. Like you can see a chair, water, rock, books, iron or clothes. Isn't it? Have you ever thought about these questions? Now what are the questions? Look at the book. Now this book, does it have a mass? Now, what does mass mean? We are not very familiar with the term mass, but we know what is weight, isn't it? So, just try to lift this book. Can you feel the weight in your hand? Does it seem heavy? Yes. So, we can say it has mass. What is the next question? Does it occupy any space? Is the book occupying a space on the table? Our answer will be yes. It takes up some space, isn't it? When you put many books on this table, then there will be no space left, isn't it? So this occupies space. So a book which is a solid, it has mass, it occupies space. Let us try to understand, is it the same for milk? Here you see the milk. Okay. Does it occupy space? Just think about it. Is this milk occupying any space in the glass? Yes. Now it has occupied more than 3/4 of the space. It is almost full, isn't it? So it is occupying some space. So milk occupies space. Does it have mass? Just think about it. Will an empty glass be heavy or a glass full of milk will be heavier? Now when we think, yes, you are right. A glass full of milk will be heavier, isn't it? That means this is the weight of the milk. So milk has mass. Let us consider another example. Air in a balloon. Okay, so let us see that balloon. Yes. Now this is filled with air inside. Let's just try to answer. Does it have mass? So mass, when you lift up the balloon, we cannot feel the weight, isn't it? So you might think that air does not have any weight. Okay, let us come to the next question. Does air occupy space? Yes. See, when the air is filled inside, you know, the volume increases. That is, it becomes inflated. It expands, isn't it? So we can say that yes, air occupies space. But this again, we have a little confusion about whether air has weight or not, isn't it? So we can do an experiment to find the answer for this. See here, we have a horizontal scale which is placed on this support, and in one end you have tied a balloon which does not have much air. Okay, it is a deflated balloon. And here you have a balloon filled with air, an inflated one. So when you hang it or suspend it from the two ends of this rod, what do you see? The rod bends to this side more. So when a rod bends to one side, what does that mean? It means that this side has more weight. Now just think why this has more weight. Yes, because it has more air. That answers our question. Yes, air has weight, isn't it? So we come to understand about a very important definition here. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. So we have seen some example and we have tried to analyze whether they have mass, whether they occupy space. Now, from our analysis, we can say that matter can be in the solid like the books, liquid state like milk, and gaseous state like air. We have taken all three examples and we have understood that solid, liquid or gases, they all are matter because they occupy some space and they have mass. Have you ever wondered what is matter made up of? Yes, just like a wall is made of bricks, matter is also made up of tiny particles and you call them as molecules. Okay, so this is a piece of chalk and if you see it under a microscope, okay, you will find that it is made up of small particles which are called molecules. So here we can write matter is made up of small particles and these particles are called molecules. So I hope you have understood till here. We will continue the remaining part in the next class.